name is Millie Lane, and today I'm going to be going over the fifth spiritual law of success, which is the law of intention and desire. This is a very, very powerful law to know and to realize, and when you fully capitalize on this law, it's going to help you become very successful, assuming you follow the rest of the laws, which are 7 of them. And I'm just going to recommend you get this book. I'm only going to go into the 5th law right now, but read this for yourself, follow all these laws, and you're going to be very successful. And if you have any doubts about what I'm about to tell you right now, I'm going to give you a quote right here from Big Sean. And if you don't know who he is a very successful hip-hop artist, and here's his net worth right here. And he says for himself, he follows these 7 spiritual laws of success. And the more you do that, I guarantee you will be successful as well. So this first part I'm about to explain is going to really value everything else I'm going to go into. And it's going to be a little hard to understand at first. That's why I'm just going to have direct quotes from the author. He says, first thing you have to understand is the whole universe and its essential nature is basically just the movement of energy and information. Everything on this life, we're all made of the same components. Us, trees, any other animal, we're all made of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon. We're all made of these same elements. The difference between us and basically any other life form is that we are actually conscious of our own decisions. We have emotions, feelings, and desires, and that's something very unique and we're very blessed with compared to any other life form on this planet. We're going to go right into page 69 here. I'm just showing you how powerful this consciousness really is that most people don't realize. He says, not only is the human nervous system capable of becoming aware of the information and the energy of its own quantum field, but because human consciousness is infinitely flexible through this wonderful nervous system, you are able to consciously change the informational content that gives rise to your physical body. You can consciously change the energy and information content of your own quantum mechanical body, and therefore influence the information and informational content of your extended body. Basically, after all that, he is saying you can change your environment and your world and cause things to manifest in it just because of what you think. Obviously, there needs to be action behind this, but the words you speak and how you think can change your life outcome, and it's all about your mindset. So I'm breaking this all down. What does this all mean? Basically, the way to manifest your destiny, manifest your goals, you have to do a couple of things. One important thing I'm going to mention right away is you need to have attention in the present moment. You can't let your past actions be holding you down. Don't be worrying about what you've done in the past. Focus on the present because that's all you can focus on. Another huge thing is to not worry about the future. If you let anything about the future scare you or bring doubt to you, you're not going to be successful. You have to focus on the present. You can't let obstacles wear you down, and you can't be so stressed out about obstacles. You have to realize this obstacle is meant to be here for a reason, and it's an opportunity for me to fix it and for me to grow. Do never stress out about obstacles. If you need help, you go and seek help, but it is there for a reason, and you will be able to accomplish it. You will be able to accomplish it. Sorry. So along with that, I'm just going to break down the 5 main things he goes over and how to manifest your destiny. The first thing he says is to slip into the gap. That means to center yourself in that silent space between thoughts. He's talking about meditation here. To go into the silence, that level of being, which is your essential state. Now, when you meditate, for people who have never meditated, I understand that it can be difficult at first, but a simple thing you could do is just to relax, to close your eyes and focus on your breathing, simply focusing on in and out, in and out. And he says, you're not supposed to be thinking about really much in this. And I know from personal experience, it's hard when you start meditating, your thoughts can easily start wandering off to other things. You got to be aware of this. And when you realize, oh shoot, I'm thinking about all these random things, center yourself and focus again about breathing in and out. Now, before you go into meditation, what we're going to focus on from the law of intention is write all your goals down. Write everything you want to accomplish, no matter how big or small. Maybe write the big goals and then write the small goals that will lead up to that goal. You need to look at this list every day to constantly remind you. Look at it before you go into this meditation state. Go into that meditation, and then what he says here is when you are actually in the gap, meditation, there's no thought, there's no intention, but as you come out of the gap, at that junction between the gap and a thought, you introduce your intention, your goals, and your desires. If you have a series of goals, you can write them down and have your intention focus on them before you go into the gap, like I said before. So, and that's what I'm talking about the power of consciousness and manifesting your destiny. When you have goals and you want to accomplish them, go into the state of meditation and release them into the universe. Say, I'm going to accomplish this. Tell yourself, I'm going to make millions of dollars. I'm going to be successful in this career field. Whatever your goals are, it doesn't matter. You have to tell yourself you're going to accomplish them and release the desires basically into the universe. And that is how you will be able to manifest them, through meditation and then following the other spiritual laws of success, which I highly recommend you read for yourself, but I will make other videos and I'll make a playlist describing those laws as well. Anyways, so write your goals down, go into meditation. The third rule is to remain in the state of self-referral. This means remain established in the awareness of your true self, your spirit, your connection to the field of pure potentialities. Like I said, we're all connected in this universe. You have to stay grounded in yourself. And what I think he means by your true self, one, being sober-minded and not worrying about the thoughts of others. You cannot let other people's doubts affect you because you are your own person. Don't worry about masquerading or trying to act a certain way for other people. Be yourself. Don't need drugs to have a good time. You don't need other people's approval. Focus on you and only you. I'm gonna say what he says right here. It also means not to look at yourself through the eyes of the world or allow yourself to be influenced by the opinions and criticism of others. A helpful way to maintain that state of self-referral is to keep your desires to yourself. Do not share them with anyone else unless they share the exact same desires that you have or are closely bonded to you, like a close friend or a relative, whatever it may be. But it is very true. I know it's hard if you're trying to be a social media influencer. You're going to get criticism. Just expect it. It's going to happen. There's going to be haters because they don't believe in themselves and they rather focus on bringing other people down, which is just terrible and a loser mentality, which is one of the things you cannot worry about those people. Focus on the people that support you and that love you for what you're doing. And if you're not at that point yet, just get better. Continue to work. Do not put your head down. The more time you put into it, the better you're going to get into your craft and whatever skill you're trying to get better at. Number 4, relinquish your attachment to the outcome. This is very, very important. Like I said, don't worry about the future. This means giving up your rigid attachment to a specific result and living in the wisdom of uncertainty. It means enjoying every moment in the journey of your life, even if you don't know the outcome. And this is a beautiful thing because every single day, even if you have a similar routine, you don't know the result and what's going to happen every day. Something new happens every day. And that is a beautiful thing in life we have to be able to enjoy and appreciate. Do not worry about the outcome. You can't let that hold you back. Just be confident in your goals. Release these thoughts in meditation. Believe in them and know that they will come in the right time. Quote from Russ, fuck the when, focus on the how. How are you going to accomplish the goals? They will come at the right time. Just believe in yourself and look at these goals constantly and think every day, how can I get better? Every day is a new day to be able to accomplish something new towards your goals. And the 5th step for applying the law of intention and desire is let the universe handle the details. Your intentions and desires, when released into the gap, meditation, have infinite organizing power. Trust that infinite organizing power of intention to orchestrate all the details for you. So that's basically what I just went over right there. At the end of page 78, he says, remember that your true nature is one of pure spirit. Carry the consciousness of your spirit wherever you go. Gently release your desires, and the universe will handle the details for you. You know, like I said, I don't know entirely what he means by being true in spirit, but I think it just means being true to yourself. I'm not saying you can't ever drink, even though I'm not advocating it because addiction is a very big problem and it can happen to anyone. But just be content and be happy with being with your true self. Don't put on a mask for anyone. Be happy being you. So, recap. I know I gave you a lot of information there, but the main things you want to focus on for the law of intention and desires, make a list of all your goals. Write them down and look at them every day before you wake up, before you go to bed, and before you go into meditation. And I recommend, even if you're new to meditation, start off, maybe just do it for 2 or 3 minutes. Focus on breathing in and out. And as you progressively meditate more, meditate for longer. I think the optimal goal is to try and meditate for 10 minutes a day, and you'll be able to see a real change happen in your brain. Positive mental change will come to you if you do that consistently. 2, I will release this list of desires and surrender it to the womb of creation, trusting that when things don't seem to go your way, there is a reason, and that the cosmic plan is designed for you much grander than even than you have conceived. Sorry, it was kind of hard, but basically, like I was saying, don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry about the win. Don't worry about the obstacles in your life. They are there for a reason. They are frustrating. Don't get me wrong. They can be very frustrating, but know there is a solution. And you're going to be able to solve it. And they are there for a reason. And finally, his last reminder to us is, I will remind myself to practice present moment awareness in all my actions. I will refuse to allow obstacles to consume and dissipate the quality of my attention in the present moment. I will accept the present as it is and manifest the future through my deepest, most cherished intentions and desires. So I know I gave you a lot of information. Please go back. If you are having questions on anything, please leave comments below. And I highly, highly recommend you get the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Please give this a like if this gave you any value at all, and share it with other people if you feel like it will be useful for them. I'll be making a series for the rest of these spiritual laws, but please go get this book. Thank you.